Hello friends, in class 10 science chapter 3 metals and non-metals, topic is extraction of metals, and in this video I am going to discuss the topics like definition of minerals, ores, gangue, metallurgy. We also discussed about the occurrence of metals, examples of ores, and steps involved in the extraction of pure metal from ore. Let us see one by one. Minerals, the elements or compounds which occur naturally in the Earth's crust are known as minerals. Simple, we can say the substances which are obtained by the process of mining are known as minerals. Ores, minerals which contain a very high percentage of a particular metal and the metal can be profitably extracted from it. These minerals are called ores. Actually, a particular metal may occur in the different forms of minerals, but some minerals have the high percentage of a particular metal and some minerals have the low percentage of metal. The mineral which contains the high percentage of metal is known as high grade mineral, and which contains the low percentage, that is called the low grade mineral. And the mineral from which metal can be profitably extracted, that mineral is referred as ore. Simply we can say ores are the minerals. All the ores are mineral, but all the minerals are not ore. Clear? Gang. Ores mined from the earth are usually contaminated with large amounts of impurities such as soil, sand, etc. Collectively, these impurities are called gang. Metallurgy. Actually, our purpose is to obtain the pure metal from these ores, and this involves the number of process and techniques. That's why the process or technique used for the extraction of metals from their ores and then refining them for use is known as metallurgy. This metallurgy involves the number of processes. Occurrence of metals. Some metals are found in the earth's crust in free state or in the elemental state. Some are found in the form of their compounds. Now, what type of elements are found in the free state and in compound form? Let us see. The metals at the bottom of the activity series are the least reactive and they are often found in free state. For example, gold, silver, platinum, and copper. They found in the free state. But copper and silver are also found in the combined state as their sulfides or oxide ores. Metals at the top of the activity series like potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium are so reactive that they are never found in nature as free elements. These elements found in their combined form. The metals in the middle of the activity series like zinc, iron, lead are moderately reactive and they are found in the earth's crust mainly as oxides, sulfides or carbonates. The ores of many metals are oxides. This is because oxygen is a very reactive element and is very abundant on the earth. Now just see, this is the list of some important metals and their ores like sodium. Sodium occur as a Chile saltpeter, formula is NaNO3. It or is borax Na2B4O7.10H2. Aluminium, this occur in the form of bauxite, is the ore of aluminium. Its formula is Al2O3.2H2O. Magnesium, this occur as magnesite MgCO3. Calcium, this occurs as calcite, formula is CaCO3, and gypsum CaSO4.2H2O. Copper, this occur as a cuprite, formula is Cu2O, and copper glance, this is Cu2S. The ore of zinc is zinc blende. This is ZNS. The ore of mercury is cinnabar, formula is HGS. The ore of lead is galena, formula is PBS. The ores of iron are hematite and magnetite. Hematite is Fe2O3 and magnetite is Fe3O4. These are the some important metals and their ores. On the basis of reactivity, we can group the metals into following three categories: metals of low reactivity, metals of medium reactivity, metals of high reactivity. And different techniques are to be used for obtaining the metals falling in each category. Is that clear? Now, some examples are given, like these are the highly reactive metals: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. They are obtained by the process of electrolysis. Moderately reactive metals: zinc, iron, lead, copper. They are obtained by the reduction of their compounds using carbon as a reducing agent. And silver and gold, they occur in the native state because they are the least reactive metals. Now, several steps are involved in the extraction of pure metal from ores. A summary of these steps is given. We are having the ore. First of all, this ore is concentrated. The first step is concentration of ore. What include this concentration of ore? Removal of impurities. Clear? After removal of impurities, our purpose to get the metal, and the process or technique depend on the reactivity of metal. That's why after concentrated ore, we will discuss these in the three categories: metals of high reactivity, metals of medium reactivity, metals of low reactivity. If metals of high reactivity, by the process of electrolysis of molten ore, we will get the pure metal. If we are having the medium reactivity metal, if they occur in the form of carbonate, then it will undergo calcination. If these metals occur in the form of sulfide, then they will undergo the roasting. After calcination and roasting, the metal convert into the oxide of metal, and this oxide of metal undergo the reduction to get the metal, and further this metal is purified. That is purification of metal. If metals of low reactivity is found in the form of sulfide ore, then it is directly roasted. Roasting, then we will get the metal, and this metal still contain the same impurity. Then this is refined. This is the brief summary. The detailed of each step we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.